Hello, I'm live. My lighting. Boy, I'm gonna have to do something different about my lighting, aren't I? Let's see. I don't know what. I don't think I can do anything about it right now. Yeah, I look red. And anyway, uh, and I probably have to put my glasses on in a minute. So I am doing my lunch live. I'm going to try to do every Tuesday, noon Central Time, and do lunch live talking about healthy eating and stuff like that. Healthy eating and healthy lifestyle and um, excuse me, the health problems I've been going through. I'm doing much better. And I got some good reports that I'll talk about in a minute. You see my gray cat. So anyway, um, Lee just got home from work because he had to go in really early, and it's been so wet here. They don't have a whole lot going on. He pours concrete, and they didn't have a whole lot going on because it's been so wet and rainy, and so he had to be there at I think like 3:30 this morning, and so you may see him pop in and out. Uh, he just come in and I told him I was fixing to go live, so he went back out. He's probably got some yard work or something he's wanting to do out there. He's got a lot of projects going on right now. Anyhow, so let's see. There are several people in here. If you would just say hi so I know everything's working right. And anyway, well, two people now. So, um, last week I kind of started telling about some of the health issues I've had lately and going to the doctor and what all I'm doing. Um, what the doctors had me on. A diet she had me on is low carb, high protein, lots of water. Um, so let me see. I may need this is my computer glasses, so they're really ugly. I don't know if that's any better. Oh, yeah, it was better. Okay. Y'all gonna have to see my ugly glasses. Happy to catch you live. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Linda Chandler. Can't see my comment. Yep, I see it now. um, so, boy, I hate these glasses. These are a really low. So my glasses I just recently had to get new glasses. I've been going to the eye doctor because I had some really bad floaters in my eyes. And I still have a little bit, but it is fading. And she told me it would fade. It's just taken a whole lot longer to fade out than she thought it would. And I had a fall back in February, and just shortly at like 3 days after I fell, I started getting these really bad floaters. And so I went to the eye doctor first, and she didn't really find anything wrong. She just told me what she thought they were, and she said they should start fading out in about 6 weeks. Well, it's been since February, and they're not completely faded yet, but they are fading, so there's hope. But she did make me get new glasses. These are my new regular glasses, and I have bifocals, so I really have a hard time getting used to them and going up and down. And I can see out of the very bottom. I can read the chat out of the very bottom, but then I had to tilt my head up and all that. So I got my computer glasses out. I knew I had some somewhere. So they are about the same as my readers, but they're a little bit less, which is actually better. So I can see way better like that. So excuse my ugly glasses. Well, anyways, glad I caught you. Probably won't get to stay, but I wanted to check. I can't read all of it. It never lets me read all that because it's got a heart there in the way. Check in. So Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you stopped in. Hopefully, a few more will come in, and I probably won't stay a long time either on here because Lee did come home from work early, and we could maybe get some stuff done. Uh, I have to work though. I have to work. I have cut my work short to have a lunch and do this while I'm on lunch. So I have to work. But working from home, I've been able to work a little and then go do a little and then come back and work some more. And especially the way my eyes are right now, it's hard for me to stay on the computer working for very long at a time. So I have to give myself breaks or my eyes just start getting like blurry and give me a headache. And hopefully that's starting to get a little better. Um, Hello, Jesus is Lord. I don't know if she'll come in on our live Friday night. And I don't have that here. I think it's Carol Massey. We done a live Friday night, me and Lee together, for our 5,000 subscriber. We done a little giveaway, and Carol Massey won that. And so I'm sending her a bunch of seeds, a bunch of heirloom seeds, mostly fall stuff. Um, Shoot, woman, I got trifocals, and half the time I'm looking up over the top. Yes, yes. Listen, those bifocals, I can't get used to them. I'd had them before. They're not brand new to me. I'd had bifocals before, but I couldn't get used to them and I quit wearing them. And so now, with all the stuff going on with my eyes and headaches, she made me get a new prescription and new glasses and told me to wear them and get used to it. So I'm trying. But yeah, I'm just constantly looking up and around and trying to find that spot for everything. And oh my goodness, it's that's why I got these out, because then I can sit here and see the computer without having to do all that. But they are ugly. Yeah. So whatever. So um, so let's see. I got some good news. My blood pressure. She got my blood pressure down, and so my blood pressure is leveled out. I think I told that last week, but it's getting better. And so I went to the neurologist, and I talked to her for a long time, and they are going to do they're going to do an MRI. But in the meantime, we were talking about sinuses, and I was talking about how I've had a lot of mucus and coughing up some and some in my head. And I said, so Lee has really bad sinuses. And he kept saying, welcome to my world. That's what I've dealt with all my life. Well, it just was new for me. And the kind of headaches I was having felt new for me. And I described them as almost like a brain freeze, only not as bad as a brain freeze, but that same kind of feeling in your eyes, behind your eyes. I never had it before. So I was worried that something really bad was going on. And they are still going to do a MRI, but she told me to get some Zyrtec and a nasal spray and try it and see if it didn't help. That it helped a whole lot. I have not had a headache since. So I'm really starting to think it was a lot of it was sinuses. And Lee told me that. So y'all don't tell him that he might have been right. You might as well hang in there and learn to use your glasses because things aren't going back. Yeah, like when we were younger. I know. Friday night, I told you I have marigold seeds you gave to me. The ones I planted this year are the grandbabies to the ones I won from you. Awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm still, marigolds. and zinnias. Man, you can save those seeds, and I've got tons of marigold seeds and zinnia seeds that I've had for years, and they always do good. Um, so yeah, um, and I've got a lot of volunteers coming up. I didn't even plant any this year. I've got a whole bunch coming up in my raised beds from last year. So I didn't pinch all the heads off and left some, and they're coming up all over my raised beds. I need to do another like walk through and show what else going on out there. I've got a lot of beautiful, beautiful. My gardens are beautiful. My herb gardens and his garden, because of all the rain we've had has just been great on the gardens, but also the weeds. So we're really having to try to weed more, and I don't have time to get out there as much as I should. But I've been trying. When I get that brain freeze headache you're talking about, I can take over the counter stuff, but nothing works any better for me than a cup of purple dead nettle tea. It will work in 15 minutes. Yeah, now I haven't tried the purple dead nettle tea. I had tried goldenrod. Goldenrod is supposed to be good for like allergies and stuff. And I had tried some of that, but I didn't take it like I probably should. I'd done a few cups of it and slacked off. But I know, I know how well herbal remedies work. I do, but it just seems like I don't take the time to do them as much as I should and like I should. And then you just, especially working and doing, you get in a hurry and you don't do it. You don't take time to do it. And, you know, that's my excuse. So I did take the Zyrtec to see, and that's what she told me. She said, take this, take the Zyrtec and a nasal spray, Afrin or whatever it is. I don't remember what it is. A nasal spray. And she said, try these for a few days and see if it relieves any of that. And man, it did. It did. I haven't had a headache since, and I'm cleared up. I haven't had a headache or anything since. But it's good to know what the problem is. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking something was really bad wrong up here, worried, and now I'm cleared up. And the spots are starting to fade away. Of course, that could have had some to do with the blood pressure too. So I'm feeling so good, y'all. I got up this morning and probably a couple of mornings, 2 or 3 mornings maybe. I got up clear, felt good, felt energy, head clear, and I'm like, wow, I think I'm well. I don't know that I need the MRI now because I'm well. And the thing with the MRI is, I don't know if y'all have had an MRI. I had one about, I don't 15 or more, 15 or 20 years ago. I had to have an MRI. And I'm a little bit claustrophobic, so I kind of freaked out and they had to pull me out of there. And then they was like, you're gonna have to tough it out, and you know, and I think I finally made it through it, but I freaked out on them, and I don't like that at all. And so I'm kind of like, okay, I'm feeling so much better. I haven't had a headache since I started taking the stuff for allergies, so I'm about ready to cancel the MRI. Don't tell nobody, because somebody will fuss at me and say, "Oh, you need to go ahead and do it." Um, one dose, boom, it's gone. I might have to do it again next day. Know your enemy. Yeah, that's part of the battle. Listen, I truly believe part of the battle is knowing what's wrong, and especially if you do herbal medicines and things. A lot of people know. A lot of people are good at diagnosing their self and know what's wrong and then know what to take. I kind of know what to take for things, but I'm better at telling somebody else what to do. You know what I mean? I'm better at seeing somebody else's problem and going, "Oh, you might need to try this," and give them something herbal and help them. But it's harder for me to do it on myself. I think because I get upset and freak out and start thinking, "Oh, this is it. I've got cancer or something." I do. And then I make myself worse when I start thinking all that stuff. And that's probably why my blood pressure got up because I was having the spots and the headaches, and it could have been from the blood pressure, but I wasn't helping any by worrying myself. I start worrying myself that something really bad was wrong, and oh, this is it. I've got to go to the doctor because I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do. I felt so bad. When you're that sick, it's hard to go, okay, this is what's wrong with me and this is what I need to do about it. I kind of know a lot of those things, but not when it comes to myself. Then I'm like, no, it's like I'm sick. I'm it's almost like I'm too sick to think about what I need to do. It's just feel so bad. um, praise God for your healing. Yes, yes. I prayed and prayed and prayed about it. Listen, that's a big thing too. A big thing. I believe in prayer. I surely believe in prayer. And I was praying and I prayed when I was having headaches, I'd be praying, Lord, please help me figure out what's wrong. Help the doctor figure out what's wrong. Help me to get better. I placed my hands on myself and said, Lord, please heal me. And I believe in that. I absolutely believe in that. And I have praised God for making me feel better. So talk to your doctor about not doing the MRI. I'm going to. I actually called, but I couldn't get nobody. But I called to tell them, can we at least postpone it and see how I do? So I'm going to try to postpone the MRI, and because my insurance is not going to pay for it anyway, y'all. My insurance already told me they're not going to pay for it. Well, I can't afford an MRI, so like I'll probably have to make payments on it, and I have no idea how much it costs. But my insurance has already told me they will not pay for testing that's not emergency or something like that. I can't remember, but they've told me how to kind of get around that maybe at the other doctor's office, the regular doctor's office kind of told me how I might can get around that. So whatever, maybe I can get around it, but I'm feeling so much better. I'm like, why should I go put myself through that and owe a bunch of money if I don't have to? So anyway, we'll see. Um, there's Holland and Lily. She said, no canceling your MRI. um, but I'm feeling so much better, and I've had good reports the last trip to the doctor. I had a really good report, and I'm feeling so much better. And I've got several things have straightened out. My blood pressure is straightened out, and I feel so much better. And the spots are almost gone. They're really fading. No more headaches. I mean, I am feeling so much better. I got up this morning just clear headed, felt good. I had been waking up every morning with a headache, y'all. I had been for a little while there waking up with a headache. That kind of scared me too, because, first thing in the morning, you should feel refreshed. And I wasn't feeling refreshed. I was feeling, oh, my head was just killing me in the morning when I woke up. And now I feel good. I got up the last couple of mornings feeling great. And I'm telling you, I feel so much better. I won't tell y'all I danced in the kitchen, but I did. I danced around in the kitchen this morning to some good, fast gospel music. So I have a gospel playlist on my phone that's called Uplifting. and it's all fast beat Christian songs, and I play that sometimes when I just wanna, you know, dance around or exercise or something. Um, you're like me in that you overthink. Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely an overthinker. Hey, Ben's over. Barb. Hey, Barb. Let's see. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Sometimes all insurance does is get you in the hospital doors. Yeah. Yeah. I got a big bill from the emergency room visit when my doctor had sent me to the emergency room. I think I told that last week. Um, the first time I went to this doctor for what all's been going on, I had went to the eye doctor first and got some of that done. Then I went to the regular doctor about the blood pressure, which I didn't know what was wrong. I just knew I felt horrible, horrible. And I went to her, and so I forgot where I was going with that. Um, so my insurance paid for the initial doctor visits, like it's 80, $85, something like that for the doctor office visit. My insurance paid for that so, 2 or 3 times, but they wouldn't pay for any testing. And she had sent me, oh, that's what the first time I went, she sent me straight to the ER because my blood pressure was really high and I was having shortness of breath, and went in there and she sent me straight to ER. Well, at the ER, that I got a big bill from that, and my insurance don't want to pay it. But they've told me what to do to try to get my insurance to pay it. I've got to call and find out exactly why. This is what the who told me this? The doctor's office. No, the hospital ER. I called them and said, "Did my insurance pay anything on this?" And they said, "No." And I fussed about it. And she said, "Here's what you need to do. You need to call your insurance and find out exactly why they didn't pay it and write that down and call us back and tell us exactly why they're saying they didn't pay it. And we can uh, re resubmit it a different way to try to get them to pay it." And and then even if they still deny it, there's some another step they could go to try to get it paid. So remember that if your insurance tries to not pay for something, you might can argue with them or get the doctor to resubmit it a different way and get it paid for. And anyway, so there you go. My aunt used to say if the doctor wanted her to have a procedure, she didn't want that he was just going to have to sedate her. They might have to sedate me to get me in that MRI machine again because that's horrible. And I don't even remember why I was there or anything. I don't even remember if we finished it. I just remember being in it and I was freaking out and I started hyperventilating and they had to pull me out. And then the girl was like, "You're going to have to calm down and get this finished." And I don't even remember if we finished it. I just remember that. I'm sure we finished it, I guess. I don't even know. uh, Tell Lee to try what you took. Yes, I did. And and we discussed because I told him what the doctor told me and that I try and it's really working and he needs it. Well, and I don't know if he took it or not. I put it in there because he's bad about not taking things. He don't like to take anything either. But he also, if he does have a medicine to take, he is not going to go look in the medicine cabinet for it. If it's not right there in front of him, or if I don't hand it to him, he's not going to take it. And that's how he is. I have to get the pill and hand it to him and say, "Take this right now," or put it with his things. So I put this by his wallet where he puts his wallet up at night. I put it by his wallet and said, "Try this Just at least try it for 2 or 3 mornings and see if it helps you like it did me. And I don't know if he has or not. I haven't asked him again because he's been getting up like he's been going to bed early and getting up early. He's been having to be at work at like 3:30 in the morning or something ridiculous. So anyway, so hopefully it's helping him. And but we discussed. I said I know that I could do the same thing with some herbal remedies. I just have to know exactly what to do and get it on a schedule and do it because I'm also bad about taking my herbal remedy a time or two and then forgetting about it or not taking the time, like say it's a tea, like for allergies and sinuses, goldenrod tea is good. I also have a tincture, but I don't even think about it. But goldenrod tea is good. Well, then you got to take the time to stop and make the tea every day. You know what I'm saying? And we don't always have time. I just tell you. Hi, Teresa. Just came from threshing some wheat I harvested. Awesome for you, Joe. That's awesome. I would love to try that sometime. I just like I don't worry about it right now. And I have a friend that wants to do that. We talked about it, but I'm not eating bread right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good for now because I'm not even eating bread. Lee and the pill thing sounds familiar. Let's see. Tommy needed 2 little pills to get in an MRI. Yeah, I probably will too if I go do it. If I go do it, they probably gonna have to give me a pill of some sort. The wheat is for my goats. Oh, okay. Well, my friend is wanting to grow a little bit of wheat or whatever and do it and thresh it and try to make bread out of it. And I'm like, I get it, but that's a lot of trouble for. I'm not even eating bread. I'm on low carb and I'm not even eating bread. So I'm good for now. I'm not going to try that right now. um, let's see. Oh, lunch. I wanted to tell y'all what I had for lunch. I'm on low carb, high protein from my doctor. My doctor put me on low carb, high protein, lots of water, no salt, no sugar. And I've been drinking lots and lots of water. I got me a great big old mug here. It says I may snap at any moment, but it's got a camera. So I've been drinking lots and lots of water and doing the low carb, high protein. I've lost 15 pounds in 2 months. It's been about 2 months since I first went to her, and she put me on that. And so I'm just feeling great. I'm doing good, feeling great. I had a dentist appointment this morning because that's another thing. I have a tooth back here that was bothering me, but I knew I didn't think it was a bad tooth. It's just two that are too close together, and when I eat, it bothered me. And trying not to be too graphic, but stuff stuck up in it and bothered me. Okay, so then any other time it didn't bother me. So I just thought maybe it wasn't too bad of a deal. So I called the dentist office to get in there, and I haven't been in 4 years. I got to look, and it's been 4 years since I've been to the dentist, y'all. I hate the doctor and the dentist. Hate them all. Can't stand to go to the doctor or the dentist. So it'd been 4 years, but I got in and they looked. I told them, I said, I don't want to do anything but see what's wrong here and see what you can do to fix that. So they got me in. They want to do X-rays and a cleaning, and so we done that. Done X-rays the other day, one day. And then this morning I had to go do a cleaning. But when I done the x-rays and they looked and they said, well, we want to do a cleaning. And she said, this was good news, great news, especially for not to have gone to the dentist in 4 years. She said Your gums look fine. Your teeth look good. You'd have no cavities, and all the fillings you do have are still good. The only problem is there's a tooth in the back behind my jaw tooth that I eat. That's the tooth that I chew meat on. The tooth behind that, there's a little molar that has come in. It's already in, but it's pushing against that tooth. And so they're so tight there that when I chew like meat, it wedges up in there. And it's so tight there you can't get it out. And that's the only problem. So she's gonna Friday, she's gonna take that molar out, and I'll be good, and I'll be able to eat meat again without hurting. Hope nobody's eating lunch. Sorry. um, let's see. Let me back up here and read. The wheats for my goats, got that. It's a lot of work, I'm sure. I want to grow a little barley, wheat, corn, and sunflowers for my chickens. Hey, Carol, I talked about you earlier. Carol Massey won our giveaway on Friday night, and I've got a 12 packs of heirloom seeds I'm going to send to her for winning our 5,000 subscriber giveaway Friday night. I have a tooth that pushes into my sinuses. See? When I eat hard stuff. There you go. Now, when I was thinking about this morning after the dentist visit, all they done today was clean my teeth. But Friday, they're going to take that molar out. So I got to thinking about that and thinking about this all having to do with my sinuses. And I wondered, couldn't that be part of the problem too that was messing with me, is having that molar pushing against another tooth, and that pain causing the headaches? And who knows, maybe even the floaters, who knows. Third molar, aka wisdom tooth. So are you saying the molar is the same as wisdom tooth? I had a couple of wisdom teeth taken out years ago, one or two, I don't even remember. But it's a little tooth, but it's come in, it's already came in, but it's right up against that other one, and it causes problems. Hey, Julie Cook. Your teeth absolutely affect your health. Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that. That's why I'm thinking if I'm having pain here from a molar and it doesn't cleaned out, it doesn't hurt. But when I start eating, especially if I chew something hard or stringy like, then I have a problem. And I have a problem until I really clean it out good. Try not to be all graphic here because it's lunchtime. Yeah, maybe onto something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, half of my problem was the blood pressure, and the other half of the problem could be the tooth. And I'm already feeling better. And there was obviously there was some sinus allergy issues going on, because when the doctor had me take the Zyrtec and the nasal spray, let me tell y'all something else. That she told me. I never heard this before, but if you take nasal spray or have ever taken nasal spray, you may know this already. But this is what my doctor told me. She said that most people don't take nasal spray correctly anyway. She said most people stick it in their nose straight up and squirt it. All that does is shoot it in the back of your throat, and it runs down your throat. You take nasal spray and you aim it toward your ear. So when you go in, so you go in this nostril, you aim it toward your ear. You don't squirt it straight back. You aim it toward your ear and squirt it so that it goes that way. And then you take the other side and you aim it toward your ear And so when you squirt it, it goes that way. And that's where it's going. It's not supposed to go straight down your throat. Voila. Who knew? I didn't know. Of course, I don't take nasal spray a whole lot to know that, but nobody ever told me that before. Let's see. I grow sorghum, buckwheat, buckwheat. I can't say that. Oats, wheat, field peas, and sunflowers to add to my goats. Chicken and duck feed. I can't grow enough to exclude commercial feed, but anything, yes, anything helps. That's right. That's right. Whatever you can do for them helps. I do feed my rabbits some other things. Of course, my chickens get out. They're on the porch right now. I wish they'd get off the porch because they poop on my porch. But I hear them right now on my porch. Let's see. Whoops. He went. All right. All that stuff is connected for sure. Yeah. Yep. It is. And we were talking about this too. I was talking to somebody, maybe somebody at church. I can't remember. I was talking to somebody about the blood pressure. And he said that he was sick and went to the doctor and his blood pressure was high. And they wanted to put him on a blood pressure medicine. And he said, well, don't you think my blood pressure might just be high because I'm sick? And he refused it and told him he wasn't going on blood pressure medicine. And he would come back after he wasn't sick anymore and see if it was still high. And I thought, yeah. And that's just like when you go in and they throw you in a chair and they don't tell you that both feet need to be on the floor and you're supposed to sit there for a few minutes and calm down and relax before they take your blood pressure. And most of them don't do that. Most of them take you in there, throw you in a chair, weigh you. Well, heck, fire, your blood pressure goes up when they weigh you anyway, if you're like me. But and then they throw a blood pressure cuff on you that's probably not the right size if you're like me. And and take your blood pressure, and then it's high, and then so mine was high. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a lot of times they do that, and they need to let you sit down and relax, both feet on the floor, relax a minute, and take into consideration if you're sick or if you're upset or if you're, anyway. And then before they put you on medicine, they're supposed to have you check it at home for, I forgot it's like 10 days. You're supposed to check it at home for like 10 days, twice a day before they put you on blood pressure medicine. And most of them don't do that. So there's another little tidbit. Hey, Emma, Sunny's Place. And there's Brenda. Sorry I'm late. Been outside planting. That's a good thing to be doing. My oldest brother has used nasal spray for long. It doesn't do him any good, but he still uses it. Well, tell him what my doctor told me about shooting it the right way. Might help him. I've always been told to put both feet down and rest before they take my blood pressure. Well, that's good because that's what they're supposed to do, and not all of them do. I have been taken in, get on the scale, sit down in the chair, throw a blood pressure kit on me right away that don't never fit. They're not never big enough. And anyway, but I did have high blood pressure this time because I'm checking it at home, and she's still got me checking it at home twice a day and writing it down to bring back to her next time I come. And it stays about the same. But then when I go in there, and I told her, is when I went in there, it was a little bit higher than what I had been writing down. And I said, that's because I have white coat syndrome. I'm scared of doctors. I don't like going to the doctor. I hate going to the doctor or the dentist or any of that. And so my blood pressure goes up a little bit just going. I suffer from what? Yep. There you go. I suffer from white coat syndrome. Laugh out loud. My blood pressure is always higher in the office. Me too. There you go. Thank you for sharing that. Mm, I'll tell him. Let's see. Me too. Okay, maybe the glasses ain't helping me. See, when I'm on the computer for very long, I start getting a little harder to see it, harder to read. So I don't know. And it might be this lighting. This lighting's horrible. Oh gracious. My blood pressure was 230 over 135. Oh, the day my little collie died. Ended up in the ER. Stress can kill you or cause a stroke. High level of cortisol can get up. Girlfriend. Well, I kind of figured. I thought it said GIF. I thought it said GIF. I was like, wow, that's high, Carol. Yeah, that's really high. Now, see, mine wasn't that high. Mine was like 180 over 95 or something like that. And at that first day, and then after that, it kind of come down a little, and now it's on down. Now it's like running about 140 over 80. And she would like for it to be down a little further than that, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm good at this. Um, Most doctors and nurses know your blood pressure will be elevated in the office. They take that into consideration. My blood pressure has always been on the low end. Hmm. Yeah, that'd be really low for me. Um, so yeah, maybe the doctor probably does. The girls that take you in there and weigh you and throw you in the seat, throw a blood pressure kit on you. So I don't know about there. Here, mine. They need a little bit more training. Anyway, sorry about your collie. I have occasional ocular migraines for years. It doesn't hurt. I just get tunnel vision and see sparkles. Is that supposed to be sparkles? Ooh. Hmm. Sorry about losing your baby, Carol. Grief is horrible and can make us seriously sick. Yep, for sure. Um, that's that's definitely stress and grief can really mess you up. That's for sure. That's was part of my problem, a big part of my problem too. I believe I got my I got my immune system down from everything that went on, and I hate to go through it again, but I'll quickly. I turned 60 in October. My mom got sick in November. My mom passed away in December. And then work is stressful. My job is very stressful. It's getting better. It's getting better. I am saying no to a lot more things and working from home now. And my stress level is getting way, way better. But also just knowing that there's nothing wrong. When you start finding out that, yeah, this is okay and that's okay, and now your blood pressure is better and all of that, you start calming down and having less stress. You get stressed out more thinking something's bad wrong. Um, Sparkles. I read that. Sorry about, okay, yeah. No is a good word. Yes. Yes. Yep. No can be a good word. AS Blind Made Production. Alfonso. Hello, Alfonso. Hope you're having a blessed day. Just got back from walking on the trails. That's awesome. So yeah, and that's another thing. I need a little more exercise. We went through the winter. All of that stress level and all was October and November and December, and then January I started getting sick, and February I fell, and I wasn't getting any sunshine, so I didn't I wasn't getting any vitamin D. I was taking a little bit of vitamin D, but probably not enough. And I wasn't getting any sunshine or exercise or anything. And man, I really think I got my immune system down so low. And anyway, that's what it'll do to you. Mine always stays around 80 over. I move like a sloth. 80 over 50? Wow, that's low. I do not have any family, and my doggie was my constant companion. I did not know a bad tooth in a dog can cause kidney failure. They wanted $3,500 for one day with zero chance of survival. Oh my goodness, Carol. I am so sorry to hear that. And I didn't know a tooth could cause that either in a dog. Well, so anyway, sorry about that, Carol. So I'm trying to think of what else. Did I finish telling about my lunch? I don't think I did. My lunch, I had a really good lunch, was delicious, y'all. So I'm on low carb, high protein, no salt, no sugar, lots of water. So we had some yellow squash and zucchini come in. And I had a zucchini sitting over there on the counter. And I come in from the dentist. It's close to lunchtime. So I just thought, I had never tried it before. I've seen people make lasagna out of zucchini, and I'd never tried it. And I thought, I'm going to give that a try real quick. So I done a fast one. It was kind of a fast lasagna, but it couldn't have been any better. I started saying it could have been better if I took my time. It couldn't have been any better. It was delicious. So I took the zucchini and made strips, and I laid them in my pan and put them in the oven. Went ahead and put them in the oven, getting them already cooking. And I had some sausage patties. I had a couple sausage patties. Well, I let the zucchini cook a little bit, and then I took and laid the sausage patties on top, and then I put Rayos marinara. Rayos marinara is supposed to be low sugar, low salt, good for low carb diet type thing. So I put some of that. I got that at Walmart too. I didn't know they had it at Walmart. I had seen people talking about it and was going to order it, but they had it at Walmart. So it's Rayos, Raos, Rayos, or however you say it, marinara. So I put some of that and then a bunch of cheese. I put a whole bunch of mozzarella cheese, and I baked it like 30 minutes, 350, about 30 minutes. And oh my goodness, that was so good. So good, especially if you like lasagna. I'm not big on spaghetti and lasagna, but I do like lasagna occasionally. And the only thing I forgot to add, I could put a little cottage cheese on there, and I forgot to put that. But anyway, it was delicious like it was. So good. Oh my gracious. Okay. Wow, that's super low. I don't have issues with energy, even with low blood pressure and anemia. It's kind of crazy. Carol, I feel that so much. I was recently told by a friend that I should not be out walking on the trails by myself, especially when it's hot outside. I have a tendency to fall asleep walking. Wow, Alfonso. I never heard that before. I have a couple of people I know that fall asleep easy, like real easy, but not walking, but sitting. If they sit for a few minutes, they fall asleep. I know a couple people like that, but I ain't never heard of them falling asleep walking. I was tired of all the stress at work, and after open heart replacing a valve, I decided to opt for early retirement at 61. Best decision I ever made. It was easy to live on less. Yeah, with less. Yes. Yes. Listen, we lived on less for several years and didn't even realize how little we were living on until, well, we filed taxes and he got a better job making more money. And we had filed taxes and I was looking at it like, man, that's just not much. We really were living on little for a couple of years there. And now he's got a better job at making more money just in time. This is God, y'all. This is our Lord Jesus Christ. He was at this job because it was less stress. That was the reason he went to this other job. It was lower pay, but it was less stress. Reason he went there. We lived on that fine for 2 or 3 years. We struggled a little bit, but we were fine. Then he got an offer to go back to this other job making more money, um, a good chunk more money. And about the time he did, right about the time he went back to this other job making more money, my car broke down, our dryer broke down, our refrigerator broke down, his chainsaw broke down, everything all at one time. We would not have been able to buy any of that on that other job. I said, God gave him that job back just in time before all that stuff started breaking down, because I don't know what we'd have done on that other job. We were just making it. We were making it, but we were just making it. And then all that stuff started breaking down after he switched jobs back, and we had the money to pay for all that. The cash, we had the money to pay for it without going in debt and all. Anyway, um, let's see, where was I at? Alfonso, do you have a gift shop at your farm? No, but I would absolutely love one. I would like to have like the Stivers, Zach and Jen Stivers has that little uh, shed on their property that's got their whatever teas and oils and I don't know what all they've got, all kinds of stuff up in there. I would love to do something like that. But our little road don't get much traffic. People would really have to come out of their way to come out here. So, and right now I'm still working, but when I'm not working, I might be getting me a little shop. Uh, mm, Sounds good. Got left. Oh, my food sounds good. Got leftovers. I do. I ate half of it for lunch, and I'm gonna have the other half for supper. It was so good. Let's see. Have you had your heart checked? That was the symptoms for my valve failure. Oh my. My heart is okay. I had my EKG come back okay. Looks like Rayos marinara is closer to its Italian roots. That's why there's no added sugar. We add sugar to everything here in the US. Yep. Yep. Well, and I didn't know. I just saw, I've been watching some videos of people that are on this same thing that my doctor put me on, the low carb, high protein. It's not keto because I'm not supposed to have a bunch of fat. It's low carb, high protein, and lots of water. And so I was watching some people that are on the same kind of diet, and they were all using this Rayos. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. Rayos marinara. And so I was going to order some, and then I seen it at Walmart. So I picked up a couple jars at Walmart, and it is a little higher than regular. You can get cheaper for sure, but I wanted to try it because of the, salt and sugar and all that. EKG won't show stenosis. I'm looking for the ERTI farm tractors and other farm toys. I know I mostly get them at farm gift shops in the past. Oh, no, we don't have anything like that. Well, we don't have anything. But if I did do something, it would be on the line of produce and herbs and that kind of thing. But also to make it all work, to make it all profitable, if I'd done a little farm stand, we are where they go into the bottoms and go fishing. I would also put some bait and tackle stuff out there to help generate a little bit of the income, um, stuff like that. Maybe drinks and snacks and sandwiches or something like that. But it is going toward the bottoms where people go down and go fishing and stuff, but it's like they don't go this way as much as they used to. They go around a different way now more. And our local whatever chamber and all that was going to do some tourism down there, and that fell through, so they're not doing the tourism down there. So then I was like, "Ah, forget it." When they were talking about doing some tourism events and stuff down there, I was like, "Ooh, uh, you should ask for an ultrasound heart scan." Oh, I skipped. I want to make sliders, but I don't care for the sweet Hawaiian rolls. I haven't found any rolls that aren't sweet. Don't know about that. I don't know. Um, I like the Hawaiian bread and Hawaiian little rolls. I like them, but I'm not eating them. But I do like them. You should do tractor hay rides. That's an idea. In the fall, that'd be good in the fall for the there's a farm where I grew up down in Hickman County that's 2 counties over, and, they do a fall thing, like, they do pumpkins and gourds and all that stuff and then have hay rides, and, that's awesome, but that's a short, limited time of doing. We're high protein here, but haven't cut carbs too much. We just switched to complex carbs over simple because they're better for you. Our lab numbers have looked really good since we did that. Good, good. I got to go back to work. Thanks for stopping in, Joe. I probably need to go back to work too. but it's right here too. I'm working from home. I do newspaper. I do mostly on the computer. Well, yeah, pretty much all of it's on the computer anymore. I do mostly on the computer. I'm working only from home now, so that has helped a whole lot. That has helped me a whole lot because I can work a little bit and get up and go do something, get away from it for a little bit. I'll go do some laundry and come back and then go do some dishes and come back and then maybe walk out to the garden and do a little weeding or something and come back and so much better. So much better. The stress level has really helped me a lot on that. So, yeah, I need to probably get back to work too. Sliders don't have to be made with sweet rolls. Use anything you want as a bread substitute. Tiny sliders made with a thin cauliflower. Ooh, that's a good idea. A thin cauliflower pizza crust. I have some of those. That's a good idea. Okay, so since a troll probably is fixing to come in, we'll go ahead and get off of here anyway because I need to get back to work. So I appreciate y'all coming in, and we'll let you know. Here he goes. I think that's the same one from the other night. So we'll get off here. I think Josie is back. Hi, Josie. I'm going to call you Josie. Ever seen Josie and the? No, we won't go there. Anyway, want to go to Linda's house. What was Linda doing? Oh, the sliders. Yes, thin cauliflower pizza crust. I have some of that. That'd be awesome. Have a load of towels that need to be hung out. All righty. Thank you all for stopping in. We'll probably, maybe, be live Friday night. No. Here's why we won't be live Friday night, y'all, just in case anybody's still listening. We will not be live Friday night because I got to have that tooth pulled Friday. They will be pulling this tooth Friday morning. So I probably will not be able to be live Friday night. I will probably be in pain and I probably would slur my words really bad. But I will be live next Tuesday. And then hopefully the Friday after that, maybe we can go live. But we will not be live Friday night. I'm sorry, but there's no way. I'll be in pain probably and probably be talking funny. And so next Tuesday will probably be the next time. So, all right. Thank y'all for stopping in, and I'm going to get back to work now. If I can figure out how to end this. It's been so long, I forget how to do this. Homemade cauliflower crust is awesome. Uh, thanks, Emma, for coming in. Talk to y'all next time.